Hello, students and parents. We'll be seeing today the walkthrough of practice test 7. Recently, College Board has uploaded mock number 7, practice test 7 to practice test 10 on the Bluebook app. So, we'll be seeing today, we'll be seeing only the math portion of mock practice test 7. We'll be seeing the walkthrough of it. In that, what we'll be doing is initially in the previous two video, I don't know if you have watched it or not. I request everyone to watch our video one and video two. Video one was on Desmos tricks, 10 magical Desmos tricks to crack SAT, and the other video was on keywords. Students generally miss those important keywords while attempting the exam. So these two videos are very important. If you watch these two videos and then watch this today's video when we are going through the walkthrough of practice test 7 that is being uploaded by College Board, right, on the Bluebook app. So stay tuned, everyone. What we'll do today, right, before going ahead, we'll go just to understand, just move my chair and we'll go directly to the Bluebook app and we'll be starting this test. So in today's walkthrough, we'll focus only on the math portion of the test. So, and I'll be step by step, we'll be understanding, make you understand the strategies and make you understand what important keywords, whether you are missing something in the last line, whether when you have to use the Desmos, what important things you need to remember while solving the mock. Some questions you don't have to attempt while going in the round one. You have to come back in the round two, whether you need to, because there are some questions where you just have to make sure that you are not attempting in your round one, right? That makes your preparation 100% and foolproof. Now May SAT, June SAT and August SAT will be coming. These three SATs are in line, right? Okay, so we have to focus on this Blue Book mocks that is already been uploaded by College Board, and that is new mock 7, practice state 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'll be coming with the walkthrough of all those latest practice test. One is that I'll be explaining you today only the math portion, right? Our verbal portion will come separately. So stay tuned for that as well. Okay, before going ahead on this, let me just tell you that our crash course for AP Calculus BC and the test series and the mocks are already been uploaded, and we can just take note of it, right? We can go for the crash course or we can just opt for the practice test, whatever the mocks you needed for giving the Calculus BC ABBC exam that is coming up in May, right? So stay tuned for that as well. Will be drop the link everything in the description box. You can fill the form for opting for if you require the practice test of Calc ABBC, if you require the crash course of that. We have already have material. We have the all the test series aligned for getting prepared for Calc PC AB as well, right? So let's start our walkthrough of mock practice test 7, and I am on the Bluebook app. Basically you can log in, you can sign up. If you're sign up already, you can directly log in, and once you're logging on the Bluebook app, you can see your practice before. If you're given any test, you can review your test, or if you want to give any test as a full length practice, we can just go here and start giving the test, right? Okay, so let's dive into this and see that how strategies or how smoothly we can solve this test, right? Okay, now I'm going to practice test 7. Practice test 4, 5, and 6 were initially uploaded, right? Now, recently, College Board has uploaded practice test 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, we'll be seeing only the walkthrough only of the math portion of side practice 7 today, right? So stay tuned, see one to one question how I am solving it, right? Okay, and see what strategies I am using, or whether I'm working on a particular keyword, or see that exactly how we can solve a particular question in lesser time, how we can save the time, right? So this all things we'll be discussing in practice test 7. I'm just going ahead now with this, be solving the math portion of it. Lorenzo purchased a box of cereal and some strawberries at the grocery store. Lorenzo paid $2 for the box of cereal and $1.9 per pound for the strawberries. If Lorenzo paid a total of 9.60 box of cereal and strawberries, which of the following equation it can be used to find P, the number of pounds strawberry Lorenzo purchased? So very simple. What they are saying you that which of the following equation is to find P, the number of pounds of strawberry Lorenzo purchased, right? So $2 for the box of cereal they are already telling you, right? And 1.9, so $2 for the box of cereal, and I can say $1.9 per pound for the strawberry, right? And they're telling you to find the number of pounds of strawberry. So I can just say that is P, and total cost what Lorenzo have paid is nothing but $9.6, right? $9.60. So we can just go to the option number A here. Yes. Okay, you can just use this feature also here. You can just eliminate these options also, and you can just select the first option just to make you understand the feature here. So very simple questions. First question was, now what they're doing, the function f is defined by f of x is equal to 25x plus 30. What is the value of f of x here? Unnecessary going to the Desmos is not required. They are just putting x equal to 2. So you can just put x equal to 2 here. So they are telling you 25 into 2 plus 30. That makes it 50 plus 30. That is nothing but 80. We have option C here marked. So we can just go to 80 here. Okay, what is question number 3 telling you? That in the graph shows you, always remember the graphical questions are very, very easy. The moment you see the graph, you should understand they're asking you just the y-intercept of graph, right? What is the y-intercept? Y-intercept is very clearly mentioned here. Y-intercept is here, right? That is nothing but at 225, and they're telling you the estimated value of tablet was 225 when it was purchased, correct? So this is our important option. The estimated value of tablet after it was purchased was 225. It was wrong. The estimated value of table has decreased by, this is also wrong because they're talking about y-intercept here. The estimated value of y-intercept is nothing but when x is equal to 0, right? And tablet decreased by, this is not our option. Our option is number 1A, that is option A here. Very simple. They are asking you about the y-intercept. Going to the next question here, they're telling you what value is what is the solution to the given equation. Very simple. You can just subtract 61 from both the sides, so that will become P is equal to 61 minus 61 is 0, 65 minus 61 is 4, and modulus of 4, either it can be 4 or negative 4. So but option 4 is given, so our answer is option number B here, as simple as that, right? So that is option number B. They're telling triangle EFG and JK are congruent, where E, F, and G correspond to JK and L. So very simple. What their corresponding is. So E is 45. So if I'm saying that E is 45, so I can say the J is also 45 here, right? They're telling F is 20. So I can say K is also 20 here, right? And they're asking for the value of measure of angle J. That directly implies that if E is 45, angle J will also be 45 here because they are corresponding. Very simple question. They're telling you during the first part of an experiment, a ball was launched from the 7-foot tall platform. So the ball was launched from the 7-foot tall platform. This is your 7-foot tall platform, and if ball X after it was launched during the first part of the experiment. During the second part of the experiment, the ball was launched the same way, but from the platform that is 2 feet shorter. So we have to go 2 feet shorter here. That is here. We need to find something like this. So at 5 basically we can say. So we need to just find those option that is near 5. So first option is at 4. Second is at 5. Okay, probably B is our answer. C is at 9 and D is at somewhere 14. So option B is our answer. As simple as that. I'll just clear the screen here. Make sure we are understanding this thing very nicely. Option B is our answer. Just read the question very nicely here. What they are telling you, that the ratio x to y is equivalent. What they are telling you, you have to read that way, right? They are telling you the ratio x to y is equivalent to, the ratio x to y is equivalent to 9 by 5, and the value of x is actually 162. They are asking you the value of y. So 162 upon y is equal to nothing but 9 by 5 here. we can just use the calculator here just for understanding, right? I'll go to the calculator here. I'll try to understand. I'll multiply 162. I'll cross multiply to 5 and I'll divide by 9 here. So I'm getting 90 as the answer. Everyone can see 90 is my answer here. Yes, I'm going to the next question. As a state fair, attendees can win token that are worth a different number of points depending on the shape. One attendee won S square tokens and C circle tokens worth a total of 1120 points. The equation 80S plus 90C is equal to 1120 represent this situation. How many more point is a circle token worth than the square token? So they are talking about this 80S, right? So if I write this 80S plus 90C here, so this is 1120, right? Now S square tokens, right? So these are square tokens, right? And these are circle tokens, correct? And what is the worth of circle token? This is the worth of circle token. What is the worth of circle token? That is nothing but 80. And what is the worth of square token? That is 80. And what is the worth of circle token? That is 90, right? So they are asking you how many more is a circle worth than the square token. So circle token is 90 and the worth of square token is 80. So 90 minus 80 is 10 here. Understand the question, right? They are just making you confuse here by jumbling the words. This is the typicality of the college board, right? They always try to jumble you in such type of words. What is the solution? Very simple question here. We can just cancel this part. X plus 9 and x plus 9 we can cancel. We can just write x minus 9 is equal to 7. We can add 9 here. So it will become 7 plus 9, that is nothing but 16. Right? So we have option C here. Going to the next question. What they're telling you, the equation 12t plus v is equal to c relates the variable v, t, b, and c. Which of the following correctly expresses the value c minus v in the terms of t? So c minus v in the terms of t. We can just say if I write 12t plus b equal to c, and that they're talking about c minus b, right? So what I can do here is I can subtract b on both the side. That is b minus b is equal to c minus b. So b gets cancelled. I can say c minus b is nothing but 12t. 12t is our option number D here. I can go to next question. Now they're talking about what is the x coordinate of an x-intercept of the graph. X coordinate of the x-intercept of the graph. So basically x part of the x-intercept. So you can put on the Desmos this thing, right? Any which ways if you want to find x-intercept, right? And what is the x-intercept? That is very clearly visible here. That is 14, -5, -4, right? Still we'll go to the Desmos and check whether we can just understand here that what we are solving it rightly. Just make sure that we are putting it correctly on the Desmos. So x plus 5 and we have x plus 4 here. So this is very important, that is -5, -4, and we have 14 here, right? So x coordinate of the x-intercept, we can just write 14 here, very simple. The function f is defined by f of x equal to 5, 1 upon 4 minus x whole square plus 11 by 4. What is the value of f of 1 by 4? Very logical here, f of 1 by 4. If I input here 1 by 4, this eventually will become 5 into 0 square plus 11 by 4. This total will become 0. So our answer is 11 by 4 here. I'll just write 11 by 4. Going to the next part, the circle in the xy plane has the equation which of the following gives the center of the circle and the radius. Now I'll tell you the center radius form of the circle equation is always x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square is equal to r square, right? So basically h comma k is the center. What is h comma k? H comma k is our center here, and r is always your radius. So they are asking us very simple question that what is 13 and k? 13 and k is our center and 16 is nothing but our 8 square. So our radius is 8 here. So our option number A is the correct answer here. As simple as that. The circle has a radius of 2.1 inches. The area of the circle is b pi square inches, where b is a constant. What is the value of b? Always try to read the question once, try to read the question, then slowly read line one by one to understand, because we can just eliminate if we have options, right? Okay, so circle has the radius of 2.1 inches. We know area of circle is nothing but our pi r square, but area is given as b pi, right? Okay, and we have pi r, and radius is also given 2.1, so 2.1 square we can just cancel or divide by pi on both the sides, so pi gets cancelled, right? So our b is nothing but 2.1 whole square. Just go to the calculator, you can go to our GDC calculator or Desmos calculator and just write 2.1 the whole square, you will get 4.41, right? Everyone, going to the next question here. Now they're telling you that during study, the temperature in the degree Celsius of the air in the chamber was recorded to the nearest integer at a certain time. The scatter plot shows the recorded temperature y in degree Celsius of the air in the chamber as x minutes after the start of the study. Now, as simple as that, they're telling you what is the average rate of change. Average rate of change in degree Celsius per minute. Now, this is the time. On the x-axis, there is a time, there is a temperature, the recorded temperature of the air in chamber from 5 to x7. So where is 5 here? 5 is here and basically 7 is here. So they are talking about this average rate of change, right? Now how to find the average rate of change, that is very important here. Now this is the part, this is the change in x, and basically this will be your change in y, right? So change in x, I can say that is your from 7 minus 5, and change is that is from 24 to, we can just say here, right, 14, basically not 16, it is 14. So 24 minus 14 is nothing but 10 upon 2, and that is nothing but your 5. That is the average rate of change, right? You can just make sure that you will ignore this was by mistake. You have to take from 14, right? So if you take this very nicely here, just change the color here. If you take this very nicely, this part I'm talking about, and I'm talking about this part, right? Basically this and this part. That is your answer 5. The solution to the given system of equation, whenever you get such type of question where the system of equation are given, the only solution to this question is directly use the Desmos here, and you can put as it is what they are telling you, 4x plus 17, and you can put negative 3y. What is the catch here is, if you miss the last line here, what they're telling you in the last line is, now what is the point of intersection here is 0, right? So we can just copy this and we can write here, right? Or 0.461. We can just take 0. If it's not getting 0.461, and you can just multiply your 39. Don't miss the last line here. That is 17.979. That is near to 18, right? So that is our answer. As simple as that. And go to the next option here. That in the function f of t is 40,000 t raised to t 2 raised to t upon 7, and it gives the number of bacteria in the population t minutes after an initial observation. How much time in the minute does it take for the number of bacteria in the population to double? Always remember one thing. Your exponential function is always in the format of y is equal to ab raised to x, right? So a is nothing but, we can say, your initial value, right? We can say it's an initial value, or in some cases we can call it as the y-intercept also. Okay, what is the b? B is always your rate of change, that is per period. Per period means whatever is in the power, it always equates to 1, right? So whatever is in the power, if it equate to 1, that means t upon 790 is equal to 1. That means t is equal to 790. That is what they are talking about, that how much time it requires the bacteria to get double. So B is nothing but what? It's a rate of change per period, right? Per period means whatever is in the power that equals to 1, and A is your initial value. Okay, so our answer is nothing but 790 here. Very simple. 5 minus 7, 2 minus 4x equal to 16 minus 8, 2 minus 4x. What is the value of 2 minus 4x? There are many ways to solve this. We can just go with the manual method also. If you observe this here, we can just add 8, 2 minus 4x on the left hand side, on the right hand side, right? So this is 5 minus 7, 2 minus 4x plus 8, 2 minus 4x on the left hand side, and 16 minus 8, 2 minus 4x plus 8 2 minus 4x on the right hand side. So if you observe, 8 2 minus 4x, 8 2 minus 4x get cancelled. 5 negative 7 2 minus 4x plus 8 2 minus 4x is positive 2 minus 4x, and that is equal to 16. So we can just subtract 5 on the left hand side. On the right hand side, we can say 2 minus 4x is 16 minus 5, that is 11. We would have done with the Desmos as well. We got the value of x, but sometimes we miss the last line here, so I've tried solving it manually also for you. So our answer is 11 here. Going to the next slide. The scientist, now you can skip this question for the next round. If you feel that the question is little big, you are not able to solve it in the round one, don't try to take stress, right? You can just mark it for review. We have a review options here. You can go here and you can check, right, which question. Till now we have not marked any question for review because they were very simple questions and readily understand, and they were a one liner, two liner question. This question, if you feel that you are not able to solve, you can just skip it. 2x square minus 8x minus 7 is equal to 0. One solution to the given equation can be written as 8 minus root k upon 4, where k is a constant. What is the value of k? Now, when you see something that like this you always remember this is your quadratic formula, that is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now, if you take minus 8 is nothing but it will become 8 here, and it actually given. So they are asking you the value of k here, right? Value of k is nothing but, if you know about the discriminant, right? So discriminant is here b square minus 4ac. So I will just do negative 8 whole square. Why? Because your a is 2 here, your b is negative 8, and c is negative 7 here, right? If you equate this with the standard form. So negative 8 whole square minus 4 into 2 into negative 7, right? Okay, so how much it will be? This will become 64 and minus 4, that is 8 into 7. Okay, so we have to calculate this, right? That is plus 8 into 7. Hope this idea is clear. So that will become 56. So that will become 120. Okay, you can just use the calculator here and get it solved. Question number 21. The function f of x is defined as 17 more than. Try to write what they are telling you. They are simply telling you that the function f of x is 19 more than 4 times 19 more than, right? So it is 19. Now, if y is equal to f of x is graph, what is the best interpretation of x-intercept? X-intercept is nothing but when y equal to 0. So that means if this is 0, right? So I can say 4x plus 19 equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 19 by 4. Which option is there when f of x equal to 0? Yes, when y equal to 0, I can say the number is negative. This is the probable option. This is not right. They are not talking about interpretation of slope here. This is also not right, right? So we have very good option. That is option number A. Okay, very good question. Which of the simple expression is equivalent to? Whenever you see such type of question, always remember one thing, right? If I say A plus B is equal to 90 degrees, right? Remember one thing, that cos A is equal to sin B, or sin A is equal to cos B, right? This is a very important thing to remember for such type of question. Now, observe the question also and observe the option also. No option is probably given in the terms of sin, right? They are all options given in the term of cos. So everything we need to convert in the terms of cos only here. So we'll try to convert this. Now sin 24. So sin 24 will be our simple. It will be our cos 66, right? Okay, because sin A is equal to cos B here. That is sin 24. It will be cos 66. Cos 66 will remain as it is. Cos 24 will remain as it is, and sin 66 now will become cos 24. This eventually will become cos 66 whole square plus cos 24 whole square, right? So which option is telling you the right answer here is, there is no sign. Actually, we have to go with option number C. As simple as that. Hope you have taken note of this. Now, this was your model number one. We have one of the question left from model number one. We'll go there and then we'll probably go to the model number two. That is a harder model we'll be getting. So, scientists studying the life cycle of dragonflies counted the number of dragonflies in the certain habitat each day for 46 days. Right? On February 5th, there were 99 dragonflies in the habitat. The percentage increase in the dragonfly in the habitat from January 1. So January 1 to 15th Feb, right? February 15th. So there are 46 days. So increase the number of dragonflies from January 1 to February 4 is 12.5. So there was an increase, right? So we can say increase by 12.50%, right? So what will be your multiplying factor here? That will become 1.125, right? Now we have to understand here that on February 15 there are 99 dragonflies. So how many initially were there dragonfly on January 15? So if we take initially as X dragonfly, right? So if you multiply it with 1.125 with the initial dragonflies on January 1, now today we have 99 dragonflies. Yes. Now, if we divide this with 1.125 and divide this with 1.125 on both the sides, correct? So this will become x is equal to 99 upon 1.125. Go to the calculator here, right? Like you are using handheld calculator GDC, or you can use Desmos here. As simple as that. I can go here, I can divide 99 by 1.125. I'm getting something as 88 here. That is our option number A. For a cross verification, you can just multiply 88 into 1.125. You're understanding that we have 99 dragonflies after 45 days, right? Okay. Yes, everyone. So this was your module number one. I want to make sure that everyone understood the first part, the first module of practice test 7. I just want to tell you that please like, share and subscribe our channel. If you like our videos, we have initially dropped the Desmos video. We have dropped one keyword video. Those two videos were very important. We have already shared the links in the description box. Please go there. Please subscribe our channel. You will get very important SAT tricks and everything. And also, as I've initially shared, in May, as Calculus AB and BC exams are coming up, we have actually started our crash courses and we have uploaded a lot of practice tests and all those things, right? So you can take a benefit of this. Just you need to fill the form that is given in the description box and we'll give you login and everything, right, on our SLP AISLP platform. Okay, let's go to module number 2 of math part. I'll start. Yes, the bar graph summarizes the charge in kilowatt hours a battery received each day for 15 days. How many for how many of these 15 days is the battery received a charge of 0 kilowatt, right? So 0 kilowatt is something that is this part. This part is a 0 kilowatt. So how many number of days were there, right? That battery received from 15 days, how many days were there? The battery received a charge of 0 kilowatt. So that were 6 days, correct? Okay, that is very clear. We have to read the question very nicely here. That were 6 days. Going to the next question in the given schedule. Always remember the graph questions are very easy. Don't try to solve it in the round 2. Round 1 questions, we have to see the graph questions that are very easy. They are telling which of the following is closest to the slope. Now, always remember one thing, that you can just select any 2 points here, right, to find the slope. Okay, selecting any, and always remember the line of best fit is something that is that gives the average value, right? That is the best value. Okay, this data points will mislead you right here. Okay, so if you go to the X part and if you go to the Y part, right? So this you can just see that this is nothing but 4 minus 3 and this is your this part, right? This is 9 and probably this is your 7. Okay, we have to understand this, that this is 9 and this is 7. That is nothing but 2 upon 1. That is your 2. So that is what the slope, that sometimes they may give you perpendicular slope or something, right? So just remember one thing, what you are reading here. Here the slope was very simple. They have just asked us to find the slope. Sometimes they may insert or parallel words. Now, very simple question. They are telling you in a sample, 80% of the items are faulty. There are 88 faulty items in the sample. How many total items are in the sample? So 80%. So total items, let's take total items as X, right? So 80% of the items we can say are faulty and there are 88, correct? Okay, so if we multiply by 100 on both the side, or we can just use the Desmos here, correct? If I use the Desmos calculator here, I can just, don't try to solve such question manually. You may do some calculation, humans can do a calculation error, right? But calculator will not do. So 100, and I can just drop here y equal to 88. You can just see the point of intersection here, somewhere they might be crossing. This is your answer, that is the value of x is 110. Just take a note of this. Okay, our answer is 110 here. Going to the next question. They're telling you for the exponential function g, the table shows the four values of x and their corresponding value of g. This is a very good question. This we can use a very important feature that I have already studied. I have taught you in the Desmos class. That was your video one, 10 magical tricks. In that we have used the exponential function, right? So in two ways we can use the regression feature here. We call it as the table feature for the exponential function. We call it as the regression. Correct. So for the exponential function, we have two ways. Basically, y is equal to a b raised to x, and this is basically the format of that only. Y is equal to a b raised to x, or sometimes the question may appear something like this: a raised to x plus b, or y is equal to a plus b raised to x. Correct. So in this, basically our format is actually matching with this requirement, right? This requirement. So what we'll do for a table feature, we'll be using this, right? I'll open the Desmos now first. And what I'll do, I'll try to use the table. I'll make it little, yeah, okay. Now I'll just add a table here. In the table, I can write -1. I can write 25. I'll be writing 0, be writing 1, be writing 1, be writing 1 upon 25. I'll be writing 2, be writing 1 upon 625, right? And then we can just use y, and this is a sign of regression. But why we are using y1 here? See, y1 is very important because in the table is telling you about x1, y1. Yeah. So we can just go here and simply we can put y1 and ab raised to x1. The moment we write this, we'll be getting the value of a and b here. Now, if you observe here, correct, your a is basically 1 and your b is 0. So I can just write a as 1 and b as 0.04 raised to x. 0.004 is nothing but 1 upon 25. You can actually check on the Desmos or on the calculator, that is 0. So option number D. So this is the regression feature. You can watch again this, what I have solved, right? You can go again to this question. Now they are telling if 8x is equal to 6, you can just multiply 9 here. Correct. If you multiply 9 to this and 9 to this, it will become 8x into 9, and that is nothing but 6 into 9 here. So 8x into 9 is nothing but 72x, and 6 into 9 is your 54. So option number C. Very simple question. No need to go to the Desmos also. Right? Okay. Next question here, that is which expression is equivalent to, just use the exponent rules here. Exponent rules are very simple. H raised to 15 upon h raised to 5. Separately check this, right? H raised to 5. So this will basically become h raised to 10. Now you can eliminate some option here, and luckily you can eliminate option B and option D here, right? Okay. Now see, q raised to 7 upon q raised to 21. That is q raised to 7 upon q raised to 21 is q raised to negative 14 here. But negative 14 or 14 is given. So we have to go with, we have to divide this, right? So h raised to 10 into q raised to negative 14, or I can say h10 upon q raised to 14. So we have option number A here. This we can mark for review. This is a bigger question. Don't try to, because it will waste your time, right? In solving this, we can simply see in the round 2. Okay, what value of x is the solution? Go to the Desmos to get the answer here. You can simply go to the, don't try to waste your time solving it manually. you can just go to 1 by 3 and x plus 6, 1 by 2, and that is x plus 6. And we can just go to y equal to negative 8 here. See the point of intersection here. That is nothing but 42. As simple as that. We can just type here because 42. Always read the last line of the question. They're telling you function f and g are the function. Now, bit complicated, right? F of x is given, g of x is given. Then they are multiplying f of x into g of x. Lot of things we have to do. We have to process it. We can mark it for review and go it in the next round. In the xy plane, the line L passes through the point 0, 0 and is parallel to the line represented by the equation. So y is equal to 18x plus 2. So they are telling parallel to the line. Parallel to the line means slope will be same. But they are giving 0, comma 0. So I can just say that there is no y-intercept here. I can just write y is equal to 18x. And it passes through the point. That means the value of x is given 4 and you have given y is the value of d. We can just input here. So basically d is equal to 18 into 4. So 18 into 4, go to the calculator, you will understand 36 into 2, that is 72, right? Very simple. Use the calculator in this case. Don't try to, because you may commit a mistake. This is a very important question. They're telling you the function f is defined by the given equation. For what value of x does f of x reach its minimum? So basically this is nothing but your vertex. How the vertex is basically, if I go to the parabola here, right? Correct. Okay, let me just draw something like this. So basically, if this is your 44 and this is your 46, so your axis of symmetry will pass through both the points, and probably your x is nothing but x1 plus x2 upon 2 for the vertex. So 44 plus 46 upon 2 is 45. That is the middle of this. So your vertex, your minimum is at 45, right? Okay, so we have the answer as option number B here. In triangle, they're telling you why is the right angle. Now this is the question again. You can just mark it for review. You can come to the next round. Okay, in the set of, you can mark this also as a review because a lot of information is given in the question. We have to see a lot of options. You can just go to the next question here. Now in the given system of equation, this is the question of condition of solvability. Solve it very nicely. Don't try to go to the Desmos here. It's not needed. So system has infinitely many solution. Remember one thing about infinite many solution is a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2 here. So if I just write 2 by 5 upon g is equal to 7 by 5 upon k is equal to 2 by 7 upon 5 by 2. What I will do here is I'll separately check this with this, right? Because I have to find g also and I have to find k also. So what I will do, I will write 2 by 5 upon g is equal to, now 2 by 7 upon 5 by 2. I can say it is just 4 upon 35. If I replace this with this, so this will become g is equal to 2 upon 5 into 35 upon 4. That makes it 7 by 2, right? Because this 1 and this 2 we can cancel and this will become 7 by 2. So our g is 7 by 2. Now we have to work for k. How to work for k is, again, we can just write here that 7 by 5 and this was your 4 upon 35. So this already, this is 4 upon 35, right? This part is 4 upon 35. So I can just say your k is 7 by 5 into 35 by 4, right? That makes it very simple. This is nothing but 7. So that makes it 49 by 4. Now what they're asking you is g by k. Now simple, g by k is your g is nothing but 7 by 2 and k is your 49 by 4. That makes it, if you go this part, that makes it 7 by 2 into 4 upon 49. That makes it 2. That makes it 7. So that is nothing but 2 by 7. So 2 by 7 is your final answer. Make sure you are understanding this and solving it separately. Don't try to get confused here. It's solved very nicely. Watch this. For this question, you can watch the this video again. The answer is 2 by 7 here. Okay. seeing this question here, I'll not solve this question. I'll just solve this question very manually with the slope, right? So I can just say that my slope here is 24 minus 21 upon negative 2s minus of minus s. So it becomes 3 upon negative 2s plus s is negative s. So my slope is 3 upon negative s here. So y is equal to negative 3 upon s x plus c. And I have another point here, that is s comma 15. So I'll just input here. So that will become y, that is nothing but 15 is equal to negative 3 by s plus c. I can just say c is equal to 18 here. The moment I write c is equal to 18 here, I can just input this here in this equation. So this will become y equal to negative 3 by s x plus 18. I have to write this in this format. So I have to multiply everything by s here. So that will become s into y is equal to negative 3x plus 18s. If I rearrange this, so it will become 3s plus sy is equal to 18s. Check the option here. We have option number B here, right? That matches with this. That is option number B. Do watch the video again for understanding this. Going to the next question here. This is your system of equation question. The system of exactly one distinct real solution. What is the value of k? There are two ways to solve this. One is discriminant. Other is we can directly go to the Desmos and use the slider. For understanding, I'm using the slider here. You can surely use discriminant also if you feel comfortable with that. So y plus k, you just have to see they're telling you exactly one distinct real solution. So x plus 26, and we can say y minus k is equal to x square minus 5x, right? So this is this part, and going to the home, just zoom it, and I had to slide k, but for sliding k it may be a bigger value, so you can take from 1 to 100 here just for understanding, and you can just slide k now, right? If you slide k, somewhere down the line you will understand it's reaching near that. You can little zoom up. You can just go here. It's nearby now. Okay. So you can just, now if you zoom out, it is not touching exactly, right? You can just try using your 5 or something. Right. Now it's exactly touching at one distance. So our answer is what? 17.5. Okay, now some student may say that, okay, we can use discriminant here. 100% we have to use discriminant here, right? But if you are using slider also, make sure you are doing it correctly, or discriminant is the best way to solve it. The function f is defined by, what is the value of f of 4? Very simple. If you put 4 in the place of x, we can say 4 plus 6, that is 10. 10 upon 2 is 5. This is a simple question. Going to the next question here, the area of rectangular banner is 2661 square inches, and the area of rectangle. So area of rectangle, right? Area of rectangle is our length into width. That telling the banner length is 424 inches longer, right? So banner length is 24 inches longer than width. Okay, length is 24 inches longer than width. So width will be lesser. That is L minus 24. If you put this both here, so area we have length is length, but width is becoming L minus 24, or we can say x minus 24. That is nothing but 2661. It's better to take length as x here, not to get confused here, right? So I'll write in this way only. It will become basically x minus 24. That is equal to 2661. So simple as that. If you solve this, it will become x square minus 24x minus 2661 equal to 0. That is our option number A. Okay, this question we can do in the round 2. Geometry questions we can try doing the round 2. A lot of things we have to figure it out in the this part, right? Okay, now again this question is very good. They are telling you which fall on the graph of equation. Now if you observe this equation, both of them, they will basically give you the infinite solution, right? Because their ratio is same. If you see 7 upon 28 is also 1 by 4, 6 upon 24 is 1 by 4, 5 upon 20 is also 1 by 4. So we can say that have infinite solution. Infinite solution means they are basically the same line. Same line, right? If you put both the equation on the Desmos also, they will give you same line only. Now, how to check this basically? If we check this, either you can put something in the place of r. They are telling you for each real number, don't try to put a very simple number that is 0, 1 here. Try, you can start doing it from 2, 3, 4, right? From here. You can input this number there. Okay, let's try to do on the Desmos here. Very simple as that. I'll just put one of the equation on the Desmos and try to do in that terms. Okay, so that is I can do 7x plus 6y equal to 5. And I can go here. I'm seeing this line. And I'll try to put all the equation. I'll put r equal to 2 here. So 2 comma. You can put negative 6. That is nothing but 2 upon 7 plus 5 upon 7, right? Whether it is passing through the line, no, it's not passing, right? I can change here itself. Okay, I can change in this. Just deduct this negative sign, and we can just write 7 here. So 7r upon 6, I can say, plus 5 by 6. Whether it is going through that line, no, it's not going, right? Now we can just change this. We can just write r upon, so 2 upon 4 plus 5. Just take a bracket here. You can just put comma and negative 2 upon 4 plus 20. Whether it is crossing through that line, we can just check. No, it's not crossing. The last is, we can just go to the last one, and that is nothing but negative. So that will be the answer, right? So 6 into 2 is negative 12 upon 7 plus 5 upon 7, that is negative 2. That is actually passing through the line, right? That is option number D. Okay, it's better to you solve it in the round 2 because it will take a lot of time of you. So you can solve that question in the round 2. This question, the cost of renting a carpet cleaner is $52 for the first day and $26 for the each additional day. So this is something very important. The function, this is for the first day, and renting a carpet cleaner for the, and D is a positive integer here, right? So I can say 52 for the first day and 26 for each additional day. Each additional day means already the first day is gone. So from the number of days, we have to subtract 1 year, right? Because they are telling you $52 for the first day. So how many days are remaining now? There are D minus 1 day, right? And that makes it 52 plus 26D minus 26. That makes it 26D plus 26 here. That is option number A. Going to the next question here. The speed of the vehicle is increasing at the rate of 7.3. Now what they're telling you, you just read what they're telling you, right? They're telling you just 7.3 meters per second squared. What is the rate in the miles per minute square they are telling you, right? Now what we know is 1 minute is 60 seconds. So how much will be 1 second? 1 second will be 1 upon 60 minute. And they're telling you second square means we have to square this, right? If you are squaring this, this will become 1 upon 3600. That is nothing but minute square. Okay, and in terms of meter, now they're telling you miles per. Now 1 mile is 1609 meter, means 1 meter will be how much? 1 meter will be 1 upon 1609 miles, right? So we have to put in the terms of miles here. You have to understand this thing, right? And they have given you meter basically. So we have to input in the terms of miles here. So this part and this part, we have to input directly here. Now I will rewrite this again. This will become 7.3. What is meter? 1 meter is 1 upon 1609 miles, and divide by second square. Second square is how much? 1 upon 3600 minute square, right? That we don't have to write now. Now if you try to simplify this on the Desmos, basically this will become 7.3 into 1609, and this will come up. So this will become 3600. Try to solve this on the Desmos. If you go to the calculator here, Very simple as that. I'll go here. I'll try to solve it. So this will become 7.3 into 1 upon 1609 into 3600. I'm getting 16.3 here, and that is nothing but option number. Yes, take a note of this. We are going to the previous question, what we have left, and we are left it for the round two. We are going to the question one by one now. We are going to question number 7 here. The company file boxes with approximately 23 points. So now we have 13 minutes left. We have 5 questions, right? So roughly you have 2.5, 3 minutes for each question. So don't get stressed in the exam. Okay, getting stressed in the exam is something. Don't try to see the watch again and again. Okay, the company filed boxes with approximately 23 points of oranges to test the accuracy of filling process. 344 boxes of oranges were selected at the random and weighted. Based on the sample, it is estimated that average weight of all boxes of oranges filled by the company in 8 hours is 23 with an associated margin of error, right? Margin of error is something that is 0.19, and that is best interpretation. Now, in such type of question where the margin of error is there, confidence interval is there, right? There is always not a very definite option. And always remember that there are no any definite answers. So option C and option D, and because they are very definite. So plausible, probable, most probable, this type of words are very important. And 23.1 minus 0.19 and 23.1 plus 0.19 will be our best interpretation of this estimate. So 23.1 minus 0.19 is basically 22.91, and 23.1 plus 0.19 is 23.92. But what they're telling you, plausible values for the average volume boxes filled by the company are between, right? Are less than or greater than. This is not the right option. Correct. So they're telling what is the best interpretation of the estimate. So that will be between this, correct? So that is your option number A. Go slowly. You'll be 100% understand such type of question, right? I'm going to the question number 9 here, right? So in such type of question, remember that if you try to multiply this directly, it will become very hectic. B is a constant, and B is only what they are asking you to find, right? So we can surely insert in place of X something as 2, 3, 4. Never try to put 0, 1 here, right? So if I take X equal to 2 here and try to rewrite this equation, correct? So this will become what? This will become f of, basically you are putting 2 right here directly. So I'll not try to put here, I'll directly multiply this. So this will become 2 square plus 2b. This is our f of x basically. And g of x is 9 into 2 square minus 27 into 2. And that is actually 9 into 2 raised to 4 minus 26 into 2 raised to 3 minus 3 into 2 raised to 2. Now, if you put left hand side and make sure that in place of b, you are putting x now, right, on the Desmos. Okay, going to the calculator here, and I'm putting in a bracket that is 2 square plus 2x. Yes, and I'm putting 9 into 2 square, that is 36, right? 36 minus 27 into 2, that is your 54. Okay, this was your first step. Okay, then you can put y equal to 9 into 2 square, 2 raised to 4 is 16, right? So 9 into 16 minus 26 into 8, I can say, minus 3 into 2 square, right? That is nothing but 12. Hope you are able to understand this. Now we are getting 76 for this. Okay, this is your 76. Probably you would have got this answer here. Just making this sure. Okay. So basically, if you just write negative 76 here in place of this, if you are getting confused here, right? And this is your basically 4 plus 2x and 36 minus 54, if we say. So we can just understand here that simply going here will get you the answer, right? Okay. Now they're telling you the value of b here. Let me calculate it. Something like this. That is 4 plus 2x, 36 minus 54 is how much? Is your negative 18, and this is your negative 76, right? So 4 plus 2x, I can say, is equal to 76 upon 18. If you calculate this will become 9, this will become 3, and probably 38, right? So 4 plus 2x is equal to 38 upon 9, I can say, or 2x is equal to 38 upon 9 minus 4. So 38 minus that is nothing but 2 upon 9, and we can say x is equal to 2 upon 18, or we can say 1 upon 9, right? So our option number C. So we can sometimes need to do manual calculation also, right? If you are stuck in the Desmos, see, that's what happens, right? In the exam. But to understand this part, that we have some limitation to solve some questions here. Now in the triangle XYZ, Y is the right angle point P. Whenever you see the triangle question, jump onto draw the triangle, right? They're telling X, Y, Z, Y is the right triangle, and they're telling point P lies on the XZ, right? This is Z. Now, one of the point P is lying here, and Q lies on XZ. Okay, I'll take some another color here, and PQ is basically parallel to XY. The measure of angle XYZ is XZY is, so this is basically 63. 100%, this is 90, this is 90, right? And XZY is 63. What is the measure in the degree of XPQ? They are asking about this angle. Now, this angle is basically, if you understand, this is the external angle, right? This is the external angle to the triangle PQZ. External angle theorem tells me that angle XPQ is the addition of opposite to interior angle for this triangle. For which triangle? Triangle PQZ. So that will become opposite to interior angle means angle Q plus angle Z, right? Angle Q is 90 and angle Z is 63. That makes it 153. Very simple way. We are using external angle property here. Exterior angle. For which triangle? For the triangle PQZ. Okay, for that angle P is the external angle. So I'll write 153 here. Going to the next question quickly. That is question number 13. This is also a very good question here. They're telling if they're telling in the set of 4 consecutive odd integers where the integers are ordered from least to the first integer is repeated. So if the first integer is x, and if there are 4 consecutive odd integer means other will be x plus 2, x plus 4, and x plus 6. And this is your 1, this is your 2, this is your 3, and this is your 4th, right? Now try to read this. The product of 12 and 4th odd integer is x plus 6 is at most means less than 26, less than the sum of the first. Sum of the first means the first is x, and third is your x plus 4. Is 26 less means you have to subtract 26. So we have which option here? We have option number A here. So try to write this thing, right, very nicely, and try to number this, then very smoothly we can just browse through this, right, and get the answer. That is nothing but, you can say, question number A here, answer A. Question number 19, this is very good question. Now what they're telling you, the right circular cone. Now if I draw the cone here, right, try to draw the cone here. I understand one thing, that if this is the radius and this is the height, basically this is my slant height. Okay. Now right circular cone has the volume this. Now what is the volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Right. This formula is already given in your reference sheet, but you can check this. And the area of the base. Now what base they are talking about? They're talking about this base. Area of the base means area of the circle they are talking about, and that is nothing but pi r square is equal to 5929 pi. If I go to the calculator here, right, and I will cancel pi. So what is the square root of? I'll go to the dashboard. That will become 5929. So I'm getting 77. That means my radius is 77 here. Yes, how much is the radius? My radius is 77. Now, but I don't have height. See, slant height is this, but I need to find the height, right? For finding the height, I have a volume here. So volume is 71, 148 pi, and that is 1 by 3 pi r square. Now r is 77 square and I'll get a height. Yes, I'll just cancel pi here and I'll just understand that 71 into 148 into 3 divided by 77 square is my height. So I'll just write in the calculator that 71 148 into 3 upon 77 square is something my height, that is coming 36 here. Yes, so 36 is my height and radius is my 77. My height is 36. Now you know this is 90 and this is the Pythagoras theorem we can use to find the length, that is slant height. So that is nothing but 77 square plus 36 square. Now everyone knows, see, 70, all is less than 77. So eventually A, B and C will not come. Logically the answer will be 85 only. Still you can check on the calculator, right? You will eventually get 85 only as the answer. So this was it from our side, right? Every question we have solved, all the harder level question we have solved. I want you to review this mock again, want to watch this video again, the previous videos, what we have uploaded on our YouTube channel on Desmos, all the magical tricks we have actually shared on that 10 magical tricks. Will be keep coming on the Desmos more tricks, right, on the YouTube. So keep tuned and stay tuned, and also like, share and subscribe our channel. Will be coming with very important, very good material. In further ahead, I'll be coming up with the walkthrough of practice test 8, 9 and 10 that is uploaded today. We have seen walkthrough of practice test 7. So do subscribe us, and also remember one thing, that again I'll remind you that we are coming up with the crash course and all the practice sheets, important mocks for AP Calculus ABBC. So you will have everything in the description box. Still you have any queries, you can ask us and comment us anytime, right? So stay tuned. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.